So I recently saw a video that an indie author posted about using AI for their book cover, and the people came for them in the comments. And so I think that the people came for them in the comments not because they were necessarily talking about how they used AI for their book cover, but specifically the word choices like book covers are too expensive. These illustrators out here are too expensive. These are artists who are creating original artwork. And if you were an artist, you would want someone to pay you your worth as well. The same way you're charging for your book and you're expecting the readers to pay the price that you set because of the value that you put or the time and effort that you put into creating that story. And so I think a better choice of words for anybody out here when you're hiring a freelancer or there's a skill set that requires someone that has the professional skill set to do it and it's not in your budget to just say, hey, y'all, this thing was not in my budget. Like, I respect, like, but that word, oh, too expensive and things of that nature, that is really a slap in the face. It really is. And it leverages it almost as if people have to discount their skill set, discount the time and the hours that it takes to actually do some of these things. So it's not that it's too expensive, it's just not in your budget. And that's fine. There's lots of things that are not in people's budgets, right? And I'm not saying that self publishing a book is the least expensive thing, it can get pricey, but there's also ways to offset the price without jeopardizing your integrity as an author if you want to be deemed as a professional published author in this book industry. And right now, this is just the industry that we're in. I'm not making up the rules, but in the professional book publishing industry, individuals who are openly using AI and not hiding it, they are not being as respected in this industry as a professional published author. And so there are a couple of ways that you can offset the cost for anyone out there who is looking to avoid AI. However, investing financially or is not in your budget, or investing a certain amount of money is not in your budget, you guys use the barter system. Okay, see if there's a skill set that you have that you can offer for someone else who has the skill set that you need to put into your book. There are certain art schools and universities where artists have to do certain voluntary hours. And so your book could be that for them. The voluntary hours that they have to put in the work, your book could be that for them. So try art schools, maybe even Kickstarter, some type of crowdfunding. Okay, there are ways to get your book done. Yeah, will it take a little bit more time? Absolutely. Right. So, but those are the things you have to be willing to have is patience and time and things of that nature. But please, y'all, don't disrespect any artist in any field. And I think that that's why people were coming for this person specifically, is telling someone they are too expensive when you are not the person that can perform the task yourself, so you don't know the hours, the time, the creativity or anything like that to say you shouldn't be charging this for that. How do you know when you're not someone who can do it? And then once you see the behind the scenes things, you'll see that some people even undercharge themselves because they are competing with AI when it comes to creativity and now in this industry. So that's just my take on it. I'm not here to tell people what to do. I just wanted to give my certain point of view, why I think people came for this in particular person, and why I encourage my people who come to me for advice to find alternative ways to work with human beings, because books can open up so many doors for you, and it can also bring you potential collaboration deals and partnership, and multi-million dollar companies, Fortune 500 companies. When it comes to artwork and creativity, if it's generated via AI, it can be a liability, and they already have their own issues. They are not going to take you on if the item that is being taken on, or your book that is being taken on, can present a liability. So you might lose out on that opportunity because it wasn't created by a real person. And that's the biggest thing. And if we're talking about the business part of it, right? At the ending of the day, publishing a book is a business, and you want your business to get to scale and grow as big as it can. And if you're generating that creativity and you're allowing AI to do it, it becomes a liability, and you lessen your chances to get those major opportunities. All right. So that's just my outtake of on someone who is a full-time author in this industry, and I do use humans to help bring my books to life because I want to avoid not being taken serious. I don't want people thinking that I do not respect this craft, respect this industry. I do want to always be looked at and viewed as a professional published author, and I do want to be able to capitalize on every opportunity that is presented to me. All right. So again, favorite this video, send it to yourself. If you like this kind of content, hit that follow button, and I will see you all in the next video.